What's good? What's good, people? Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight to the Sports Circuit post game show, Sunday night post game show, where we keep it real. Before we
Yes,
get the game
sir.
started, I want y'all introduce y'all to my co-host Raul. If y'all tuned in last segment, then y'all know what it is.
Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for having me. You know the deal. How you doing, James, my brother? How was your Sunday?
Yeah, it was all good. It's all good. Want to give a quick shout out to what you say the name? How we pronounce it?
Costoso?
A Toso clothing line down this way, man, by Atari West. If y'all don't know, y'all check it out. Y'all can look them up on Facebook at Atari West. It's definitely something to look at. It's a clothing line that's on the rise. Raul want to give a shout out to one of his connects, so y'all pay attention.
Hey, everybody, I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Q Kitchen. He's coming with that sauce for everybody's home goods, for stores, supermarkets. Pay attention to it. It's on the rise. I'll give you that link. I'll give you that link down. I'll give you the link next time when we do the show.
Before we get started into the Sunday night games, shout out to Colorado, baby. Shout out to Colorado and Prime, them baby. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You feel me? I just had to do that one. You feel me?
Take that off, bro.
You feel me? I ain't, I really tomorrow I'm gonna wait to wear this tomorrow. I'm gonna wait to see if I can wear this tomorrow.
You can't wear that till they get one win, bro. You gotta
I
get
know that's
one
what
win.
I'm saying. It's been shameful right now, but right now though, yeah.
I'll
They
give you that one, bro. I'll give you that one, bro.
They doubted us, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me get my information log, you know what I'm saying? And get into this right here because we want to see about these games tonight. Let's start off with the easy game of what we seen and how we like. Today was a tricky day though, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
Well, yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of if anybody does parlays with FanDuel, I bet you got a lot of guys lost a lot of money today.
Including me. Let's get that out there. Let's start with the Eagles in Tampa Bay.
Oh,
What's up, Pre? This is awful right here. This was damn. I've been trying to Jalen Hurts. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't even think this is an offensive issue. I think it's more of a defensive issue. It is their defense is atrocious.
bro. When I was looking at the score at the half, I gave up. I'm like, you know what? I don't think they even showed up to play today.
No, it does not look Right. It doesn't look right. What's the stats? Time of possession. The Buccaneers had it 36 minutes. Eagles had it 23 minutes. First downs was 29 to 16 Bucks.
Oh my God.
The total yards was 445 for the Bucks, 227 with the Eagles. Even that's even right there at that point is the offensive issue as well.
Yeah.
Because how are you that bad? Your passing yards was 114 passing yards.
Wow. Wow.
Rushing yards was 113, 111. You know, Saquon is doing something.
How many
Uh,
yards he had today?
let me see.
Probably like what? 50 something, 60 something?
Saquon had 10 carries for 84 yards.
Okay. Okay. All right. He did okay today.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts he was 18 for 30,
Mm,
158 yards.
mm, mm.
It's not crazy horrible. He had an 88.92 QBR, but it's not getting the job done.
No, not today. I thought the Eagles were gonna do good today. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be easy win for them. Tampa didn't look right last week,
Yep.
and they Jalen Hurts looked like he said, I'm done for tonight. I'm just gonna throw the ball over the place. And their defense was bad today, and that's not typical for Philadelphia. Period.
Hey, but you know what? One thing I said, like even as if you look at the last part of last season, that defense started struggling, and it has not recouped. Like,
Yeah.
it's getting worse and worse, and I don't know if they getting injuries, but I know they went through that injury spell.
Mm-hmm.
They have yet to recover. It's I can't root for Jalen Hurts if he's doing 158 yards passing with all those weapons, even though AJ Brown is out.
And then we talk about yesterday top five quarterbacks.
Yep. And I think also his what's his name? He's out. His other receiver up top. Uh
AJ Brown.
AJ is out and also the young fella.
Oh, I know you're talking about too. I forgot his name.
Shit, I can't think of his name, but
Oh my God.
I can't think of it, but he's out as well.
Mm.
And it was 24-7 at halftime.
It was over. It was over already.
Yeah, it was definitely over. It was not a good game. It was not a good game at all. My assessment of the Eagles is something's got to get blowed up. They got to blow it up somewhere.
Yeah. I
You
think
locked,
I think it's gonna start with the defense first. They
that's what
got
I'm saying.
with. Yep.
You locked in. Philly and the Cowboys are some of the most overpaid failures right now that I've seen in a long time. And the team Cowboys is consistent with failing.
Yeah, they're going on what 27 years.
Yeah, like it ain't even. It's the amount of money they have and the attraction to the area that they have, and the big marquee names that they have in players, and they never do anything. Like it's
Mm.
always a good season, and they can't win a playoff games to say they damn so.
Wasn't it like I think was it last week that CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott got into an argument on the
Yeah,
sideline?
yeah. CD is gonna turn. He's so Cowboys. Dak is a model quarterback.
Yes.
System quarterback. He can get it done if you put the pieces around him, and he's gonna keep it positive. So if somebody's arguing at him, that ain't that game. That's usually the wide receiver. But sooner or later, that people gonna get tired of losing. Dak it seems like he's comfortable with whatever. Other people got a certain kind of fight in them. CD
hmm
has that dog, but he can turn into a TO.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You
I've
don't.
seen that a couple of games.
Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield looking like he on a renaissance tour. He 347 yards, 2 touchdowns, 107 QBR.
Man, listen, he just what he's gone through. What? This is his sixth year in the league, seventh, right?
Uh,
How long he's been in the league?
it might be a little longer than that, honestly.
Probably like 9, 10, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Let's look at it this way. No one trusted him. He's been bouncing around all over the league. And I'm glad Tampa took him. I mean, sometimes you need a stable system to get you going. And it looked like this could be a permanent home for him, the way he's been performing the last couple of games. You know, I'm glad that he's doing what he has to do.
He's
I'm
been in
very happy for him.
the league 8 years.
Oh, 8 year. Okay, okay.
I mean, am I super impressed by him? No, I'm not.
Mm,
But am I impressed by him? Yes, because he could have took a Johnny Manziel route and just faded away to nothing, to oblivion. But Baker Mayfield always been a fighter. Anyway. It ain't
yeah,
like he's used to it. Um, it's just that certain teams he looked great against, and certain teams he looked awful.
yeah, yeah. Not consistent.
But the teams he's supposed to beat, the teams that has the weak secondaries that he's supposed to beat, he demolishes them as weak as team.
Look what he did today to Philly.
And then okay, so our next game, the Vikings in the Packers.
That was a good game.
It was a very good game, even though at first the Packers was getting absolute stumped.
Yeah, yeah. I'm shocked how good the Vikings are. I didn't realize they were going to be this good.
Uh, yeah, the time of possession is definitely similar: 32 minutes, 27 minutes.
Hmm.
Downs 24-22. Yardage 374, 465.
Hmm.
Pass 254, 379. Rushing was 120, 86. I think it just came down to who wanted it more and who had the possession at the right time.
Yeah, Vikings held it for a very long time. That game, very good offense, man. Kind of
Uh,
shocked.
what did I say last night? Remember we top five quarterbacks? Who did I mention? Sam Darnold.
Yeah, you did. You hit it right on. No, that was your fifth best.
Yep. He was 20 for 28 tonight with a QBR of 134, 3 touchdowns, 275.
I'm glad he got out of the jet system.
The Jet system is look at Aaron Rodgers to me has been overrated his entire career.
You see how the Jets played today anyway. They did they even score a touchdown? It was
Uh,
all field goals,
no,
right?
field goal. That's what he been winning off of field goals. It has not been great at all. You know what I'm
Nope. Mm-mm.
saying? Let's see what he got. He got rushing the highest rushing yard total. Okay, Aaron Jones had 22 carries for 93 yards.
Mm.
Uh, and receiving, I don't know. He just pieced them up. Justin Jefferson had 6 catches for 85.
Mm.
Jordan Evans had 3 for 72. He really split it up. And the Packers, Jordan Love, though he did have a lot of yards, 389 yards.
Oh wow.
I do think they should have went with Malik Willis because they was already, from the Titans. They should have gave Jordan Love another week to heal because Malik Willis he looks better with the Packers without having to do so much. He had 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions.
Mm. Mm.
It was 32 for 54. Coming back off an injury, you having to throw it 54 times.
Wait, could it be that he still try to rush his injury to play this game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should have set him another week. Like coming off an injury, they having to throw it 54 times.
What was his completion? 21?
It was 32 for 54.
Damn.
It wasn't abysmal, but
Nah, 54 times throwing.
59% was still coming off an injury.
Mm-mm.
You haven't played in a few games, like since the first game of the season. His
Yeah,
time is a little bit off, and you want him to throw it 54 times.
they should have sat him down one more week at least.
That's what I said. And then Josh Jacobs, you only ran with him 9 times. Granted that you went down fast. It went
Mm.
down. And then I think the Vikings got conservative, honestly.
Yeah, I think they. I think the Vikings turn on the game when they want to turn it on. I've never seen a team play so laid back, like in the Vikings.
Yeah, I agree.
They play really like they're not on the sprint button on a controller.
The
They
Vi-
play real laid back.
the Vikings has always been a soft team.
Hmm.
I
As,
don't know why.
as a team to watch out for in the playoffs.
Yes, they're gonna be Sam Donald's gonna be dangerous.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So how about we got the Rams and we got the Bears. Bears win 24-18 against the plunging Rams.
I'm so disappointed in the Rams. It looked like they got no better. And then on top of it, we talked about Caleb Williams yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a good game for him. I like the way they play today. The Bears look promising. Do it look like a playoff team? Nah, not yet. But they do look promising.
Um, I don't know. It's something about that dude. It's something about that dude to me. I can't get past it. I don't know what it is yet.
Hmm.
Can't get past it just yet.
They're a they're a defensive away to being a playoff team.
I think the defense is okay though this year though. Let me see what did he do? Caleb Williams. Yeah, he's 17 for 23, so it obviously didn't throw the ball much. Probably a lot of check downs because it was only
Yeah, yeah,
short. One touchdown, zero interception, 112 QBR. Uh, rushing DeAndre Swift, 16 for 93 yards, which they need to use him a whole lot more.
yes, yes.
With the Bears, nobody had DeAndre Swift also has 7 reception catches for 72 yards. So
Mm,
he's the horse right now.
yes,
Nobody else had over 40 yards receiving. He not DJ Moore, not Cole Kmet, not Keenan Allen. I don't I don't think Caleb is seeing the game as fast as he should be just yet.
yeah,
As the number one pick.
yeah. Watching that game today, I kind of noticed something about him. Like you just hit it on the head. It's like the game is going too fast for him, and he's stuck on one motion.
Yeah.
I
He
noticed that today.
I think what's up, Priscilla? I think Caleb is too cocky. He needs to be humble. He feels like, I'm number one pick. It was just the way he presented himself. Get your money by all means, but man, that you gotta get in that lab, man. That chemistry is a big difference because that defense won them the game today. Because it's not the offense.
Yeah,
It's decent, but it wasn't that crazy because the rushing with a Rashawn Johnson and DeAndre Swift, they scored, and then hell, Matthew Stafford played just a great game too, but he threw for no touchdowns. He was 20 of 29, 224 yards with one
mm,
interception,
yeah. No touchdowns.
no touchdown.
Mm. So it
And
wasn't his. It wasn't his fault. Not today.
you got Kyron Williams. He had 19 rushes for 94 yards. Oh my God, man. The Rams have no receiving core. We got Tutu Atwell, 4 receptions for 82 yards. Jordan Whittington with 6 for 62, but they really have no receiving core.
Mm-mm. They lost a lot of. They had a great receiving team last year. Did they not?
Yeah, they did. What happened to the white guy? What's his name? Cooper.
Oh, Cooper, Cooper Cup, whatever his name is. I don't know. Is he hurt? I never heard him get traded or nothing.
He must be hurt. Gotta be
He
hurt.
hasn't played at all this season.
Yeah, he must be hurt. Gotta be. In order for me the Rams, hold on. The Rams they won that Super Bowl and they hadn't been the same since.
Yeah.
I don't know if they overexerted themselves in the financial market.
Mm,
And then you had Aaron Donald retire. People say it's prematurely. I just feel like he just got enough money and he didn't have to play as much because the money is more lucrative now. I don't
yeah.
want to play itself into a vegetable state.
Yeah, but defenders usually retire earlier than offensive players anyway.
Yeah, because if they in every play, just about.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
just about. He has a ring. He has money. He doesn't have much. He doesn't really have to prove anything else.
Exactly. All right, so let's move on. So what do you think about the Bengals and the Panthers?
Mm, Bengals won today.
Yeah.
The, the Panthers, man. Listen, they're gonna be a draft team for the next 10 years because I don't see anything good coming out of there at all. And the Bengals are a little bit of a disappointing team to me, especially when you got what's their quarterback Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
He's injury.
That's what I was leading to. Yeah, he gets just a tap on the elbow, a scratch on the kneecap. He's out. And you gotta be strong in that one, especially when you got the helms of a quarterback and you know you're gonna get hit. You gotta build up some core. You know, because Joe Burrow to me, after what he did last year and the year before that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't see the Bengals 0-3 now. Now they're 1-3. I
Yeah,
see them better than that. I saw them like 2-2, 3-1.
man, I don't see the Bengals doing that. They're not going back to the Super Bowl
Oh
for
hell no, hell no.
I think the Chase and the Higgins and the Boyd is no longer there, right? I think he's in Tennessee.
Yes, he is.
So he's
Yes.
Titans. He's getting his. What's up, Derek Gray? I hope we mentioned in one of your favorite teams, but uh, the offense doesn't look explosive anymore. It doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Look there. Uh, Joe Burrow. I know that he having all these injuries. He had 107 QBR today. Chase Brown had 15 yards. 15. Let me see, 15 attempts for 80 yards. Zach
Mm-hmm.
Moss had 15 attempts for 51 yards. So there's a lot of ground and pound game too. Uh,
Yeah.
but Andy Dalton had 220 yards, 25 for 40, QBR 87. And Chuba Hubbard had 18 touches for 104 yards.
Mm.
So I just think that they get if Carolina was more set. Hey, we talked about your birds. We just got off your birds too, Derek. You know what I'm saying? We just got off the birds. Uh,
Caleb Williams.
Caleb did enough to win the game today. But sheesh. I feel like if they would have played anybody else besides the Panthers, the Bengals would have lost today.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
look.
I don't see. I don't even see them getting 5 wins this season. I
I
just.
don't. It's very hazy. Joe Burrow is so injury prone.
Yeah.
Healthy, he's held, but he's always been so overhyped. Like they put Joe Burrow above Lamar Jackson, and I don't see why.
Nah.
I don't see why.
Is this like an ESPN poll or something?
They always do it. If you like just watching ESPN and Fox and all these networks,
Yeah.
every time they mention the top five, they always try to put Joe Burrow like
Over.
over Lamar Jackson. And Joe Burrow has remained hurt for the last 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
This is Super Bowl season. He can't finish the season. He can't finish 10 games a season.
Nah.
And they put Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson just decimated them tonight.
Which
Which
made which made no sense because Josh Allen is a good quarterback, and yeah, you can't even throw a touchdown.
exactly. All those weapons, all that throwing he does, and it's because it's the same thing with Michael Vick.
Mm-hmm.
When Michael Vick was clearly the number one quarterback in the league for his stint at a certain point, they
Mm-hmm.
still never labeled him the number one quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
Even though he was the number one dual threat and unstoppable quarterback that had ever graced the league at that point when he came. And they never gave him that title. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get that title to a non-traditional QB.
Yeah. A pocket passer.
Yep. Which is weird because Lamar is a pocket passer.
Yeah, but they consider him we consider him a pocket passer, but
Yeah.
the NFL considers him a slasher slash quarterback slash this. They will
Yep.
never call him a pocket passer because they consider him everything else but that.
Yep. And I think that's forcing him to be a runner too.
Yep.
He's trying to appease the people. Like he rather sit in the pocket because when in Louisville, yes, he ran, but he was gashing them on the passing.
Yep.
So okay, so we agree that Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow should be out of the top 10 quarterbacks for me.
He's out of my list of top 10 quarterbacks.
Mine as well. All right, mine as well. So let's go to the Saints and the Falcons. The hot Falcons, by the way.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know what's the Falcons record.
Who's what now?
What's the Falcons record?
I think 2-2.
Is it 2-2 or is it 3-1?
Or 3 it's either 2-2 or 3-1. I know they won last week. I think it's 3-1. I think you're right. It is 3-1.
Okay, so Kirk Cousins, he's 21 for 35.
Mm.
One interception. He threw no touchdowns though. 238 yards.
Wow. 35 attempts, 238 yards, no touchdown.
They had a total of all the rushers, 15 attempts in rushing.
Mm.
That's
So
all the rushers.
he
15.
he ain't trust his runners today, huh?
He didn't even run it. He didn't even attempt not one rusher.
Wow.
Receivers, it was spread it out. Drake London had 64 yards. Robinson had 46. Aguilar had 20. Mooney had 56, and McLeod had 52. So that was pretty much spread it all around.
Yeah, yeah. The ball was average on everybody's hands today.
Alvin Kamara, of course, the Bocalo for the Saints. He had 19 attempts, 77 yards, 1 touchdown.
Mm.
He also led he had 7 receptions for 42 yards. And then Chris Olive got his. What happened to their freaking number 1 receiver, dude? In the
Ooh.
Saints?
For the Saints?
What's his name? Thomas? Last name Thomas?
For the Saints?
Yeah. Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I think he's hurt.
God, man, he plummeted bad.
He's played?
No, he ain't played this game, but I'm saying his injuries have been abysmal. Like since the last season before, dude, he can't stay on the field.
He didn't play at all this season. You're right. That was one name that I had on my on a fantasy draft that I do, and I haven't seen him since.
And as good as Taysom Hill is for certain different, different positions, I think they're wasting a roster spot with him.
Who's this?
Taysom Hill.
Oh, okay.
The one that can play quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Like you put him in a position and use them versus leaving them on the bench.
But because they don't know where to put him.
Yeah,
Because he's so multifaceted. They don't know where to put him.
if you're gonna do that, make him a backup to Alvin Kamara, the running back, or make him a damn tight end.
Yeah. Make him a permanent tight end.
Yeah, just make him a tight end so you can use him because he's that talented. Use him.
Yeah. How tall is he? He's like what, 6-something? 6'2", 6'3"?
I don't think he's that tall, honestly. I don't know how tall he is. Let me check.
He's probably like what, 6? I think he's like 6 feet, maybe 5'10".
He's 34 years old as well, too. It's probably I didn't know he's that old. I did not know he's that old.
Man, he's multi-talented too. Wow, that's crazy that they rarely use him.
Yeah. It reminds me of how Cleveland did they running back in the day. The white dude.
Oh my God, classic name. Oh my God, what's his name? Oh man, I know you're talking about too. He
Joe
played.
Hayden. No, it's Joe Hayden. It's some
He played multiple positions with the Browns. I forgot his name too, man.
but he was a primary running back when he came in. He's 6'2".
Mhm.
Taysom Hill is 6'2".
So yeah, he could play tight end. You could put him at tight end.
Yeah. Joe Hayden, I think. Was it Joe Hayden or something like that?
Joe Hayden.
I can't remember.
I know you're talking about too because he was all over the field. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. It was like 2 years ago for the Browns, right? It was about 2 years ago.
It's been a little bit longer than that. But the one I'm thinking. Let me see. I think his name, put him in 2015.
Was he drafted by the Browns?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, what is his name?
Uh,
I know you got it.
I can't think of his freaking name. Damn.
It can't be Tatum. I don't remember Tatum playing for the
No,
Browns.
no, it's not. I can't think of it. It'll come to me though.
Yeah, it might pop up in the middle of another conversation. Watch, you'll see.
Yeah, because it's probably gonna be before even 2015. It's probably been that long since it's been out, honestly. But okay, so our situation with the Cleveland Browns. Let's talk about the Cleveland. Hold on. What game was we on before I get ahead of myself? But yeah, with the Saints
Yeah,
start off hot. They smacked the Cowboys. That just shows you how bad Cowboys is awful. They're a
yeah,
very awful team.
yeah.
Very awful. Anybody that's in here that's a Cowboys fan, they freaking suck. Your team sucks crap. They're overpaid. So you can get mad if you want, but they're freaking trash. Uh, Dak
Horrible.
Prescott is consistently underachieving.
And
Uh,
he's getting paid mad bread for no reason.
the craziest money, but I think he should get his money because he's still a top. I think he's in the top 7 quarterback. I give him
He's at,
that
he's at
inconsistent. Um, he's cheeseburger dripping though.
cheeseburger.
Only the Saints. What's up, Freddie? Which one is your team, Freddie? So I can tell you if they good or bad. We're gonna tell you if your team suck or not.
Let's go. Let's go. If he says the Giants, he's with me. They suck.
Now, so our next game is the Jaguars and the Texans. Is
Mhm.
it me or I mean I want to look at this stats real quick for the Texans. Wow, that boy went crazy. CJ Stroud had 345 yards, 2 touchdowns, 120 QBR, 27-40 at 67%. Uh, I was ready to have a different conversation until I saw that. Nico Collins had 12 receptions for 151 yards and a touchdown.
He had a great game.
Great game.
Great.
Is it me or is CJ Stroud not consistent right now?
Certain. I think it's with certain games that he's inconsistent. You know, it's not every game.
Jags suck.
He should have been. He should have destroyed. He should have been more consistent today against the Jags because the Jags are not. Jags are a draft team at the end of the day.
And he was great today. He was great.
Today he was great, but I'm talking about like other games before. Like you said, I guess it's just he plays to the competition sometimes.
Yeah, like CJ wasn't looking great. Like, 'cause Trevor Lawrence was 18 for 33, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns thrown. Tank Bigsby had 90 yards on the ground.
Mm.
And Brian Thomas. I don't know, man. Trevor Lawrence, they paid him all that money, and he ass cheeks too.
Actually, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him on my top 5 list.
You got Trevor Lawrence in your top 5?
Remember we talked about it yesterday.
That's right. You need to be kicked in the back of your skull.
I give you permission to kick me back in my soul.
No, listen. This is why I didn't say nothing about it because I just didn't see Trevor Lawrence. Listen, Cam Newton said something. He said there's game changers, there's game managers.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence is neither.
Mm.
Sometimes you fall in the space of neither. You can win a
Mm.
couple of games here and there. You can't think about like we said with Baker Mayfield at one point in time. Was he a game changer or a game manager? But now what is he? You know what I'm saying? Now he's a game manager.
Do
He's
you
winning games.
do you think if Trevor Lawrence played on another team, it would be the same results?
I don't. Yeah, I think it might. It depends because they get Trevor since Trevor Lawrence came to the league. They gave him the weapons after the first year with the Jags. They spent bread and gave him number one receivers,
Mm-hmm.
great defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he had the safety before he start declining, Jalen Ramsey and all
Mm-hmm.
those guys. Like he had a great defense for like the first 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got a great offense. It's him to me.
It's just him. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just my opinion. I'm not sure, but it's him because with the weapons you got 169 yards. That just screams to me it's a lot of dink and dunks to get you those 2 touchdowns.
He overthought. He overthinks. What I've seen so far this season, he overthinks his possessions.
He holds the ball too long
Yeah,
because he's looking for that. He's looking for that play. He needs to just go out and play freaking football.
that's it.
All right, we ain't gonna hold too long on that game. I just know that the Jags won't be a playoff team, which I thought this year. I thought Tennessee, with the moves they made, would be a playoff team.
A wild card team at least.
Yeah, 'cause the defense is good in Tennessee. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna end up being a top 7 defense. It's already, but it's the offense that's struggling, and I did not see it coming. I thought Will Levis would be a whole lot better.
I
Uh,
thought so too.
he looks awful.
I had him. I had him on my parlay today. He just blew it for me.
Yeah, so now to a team that I couldn't wait to get to because I can't stand the fucking quarterback, it would be the Broncos and the Jets.
Yo, I'm a Giants fan, and after seeing Aaron Rodgers play today, I think it's time for him to retire.
Yes,
Yesterday,
yes. But look, how many yards do you think Bo Nix threw for that won and they won the game? Just take a wild guess.
probably like 140 yards.
Chat. Somebody take a wild guess and don't look it up. Take a wild guess. Like, okay, I'll give you this. I'm gonna give you this percent. He was 12 for 25,
12 for 25.
48%.
Wow.
He threw for 1 touchdown. QBR 67. How many yards do you think he had?
86 yards.
He had 60 total yards passing. I can go out and throw. I'm willing to bet I can go out and throw for 60 yards right now.
Bro, you know the sponge balls you get in the 99-cent store? The
Yeah.
sponge ball? I could throw that for 60 yards.
Like, for real, this man threw for 60 yards all the night. Like, the entire game.
That's how bad the Jets are? Oh, my God.
The Jets lost to that. That's what Bo Nix threw for. Aaron Rodgers had 225 yards. He was 24-42, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they lost.
So he was just throwing the ball all over the place. That's it.
Yeah, you lost.
They had like 3 field goals, right?
Yep.
Oh, my Lord.
Yep. And Bo Nix, he found a way to win. I think that's good for Bo Nix, though. When you struggle that bad and you still win the game.
Yeah, but that's the Jets we're talking about. He can't do that to a caliber team like the
What's up,
the Ravens or the Bills. He can't do
No, not to those, but the Jets are solid though, defensively and should be offensively. But Aaron Rodgers is trash can Viking beard juice. He Vieni when he beef. He dookie.
That's bad. He
Aaron
needs to retire.
He blames all his players. He never takes accountability. I can't stand that motherfucker. I can't. We trying to go public. I can't stand that mother freaker. He used to blame Brett Favre, but he acts exactly like him.
Yep.
He's a prima donna, and he can't see the field for crap. He sucks.
He's toxic in the locker room, man. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, he is. He definitely toxic. Hey, Marvin, what's your team? I can't remember, but I guarantee I bet you Marvin Tucker. I'm talking to you. I bet one of your teams was a losing team tonight. Tell me what your team is, because I believe I remember you talking about your team, so I can tell you how that bad they suck. Jared, what's your team? I'm gonna tell you how bad if they suck or not.
He's gonna say the Saints.
I can't remember what Marvin team was, man. I think we almost agreed on the team, but I cannot remember. But I'm done with the Jets. Aaron Rodgers retire.
Please.
Marvin team Raiders. Have we got on the Raiders yet today? No, we ain't got.
No, we didn't.
Oh, the Raiders won today.
Good for them. Against the Browns, right?
Yeah. I ain't even gonna let's go and jump to that game. We're gonna jump to this regular.
Good for the Raiders. They needed it.
They suck.
They still suck, but yeah, they needed it today.
So I'm gonna tell you something about the Browns. The Browns are intentionally setting up Deshaun Watson to fail. They're not trying to help him.
You know, last week, did you see last week's game? How dejected Deshaun Watson was?
Yeah, because I also watched this week's game, the previous game. Like what they doing to him when he get in the game or whenever they get a start, bro, it's almost like they intentionally dropping the freaking ball, or they're not even trying. Like this man trying to hype him up, and they don't even care. And I'm like, okay, them allegations hurt him in the locker room.
Yeah, but still, they gave him a chance. They gave him the contract, and in what I've seen so far, like last week, his face said it all. He says, "I'm here to play. I'm just gonna get paid. I don't care what the record is, because to me it looks like every pass he threw, they had butter on their hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So think about this. But does this sound like a person that's trying to give up? He was 24 of 32, 75%. 176 yards, one touchdown, one interception, 89 on the QBR. He also had 8 rushes for 32 yards.
Nah, he wants to play.
He wants to play. Nobody had over 40 yards receiving except Jerry Judy. Ford,
I like Judy, man.
I do too. Ford had 7 receptions. Judy had 6. Amari Cooper, he's a journeyman. He needs to retire.
That's what his 16. That's like his 16 in what, 3 years?
Yeah, he needs to retire. Like, he is the laziest route runner I've ever seen in my life. He's a recipient of double teams. He always has been.
Mm-hmm.
Even in his prime, if they double team, what's up, Thomas? If they double team you, what's up, Trees? That's when he gains his most. Is when somebody else gets double teamed, and he'll come in off a scramble. He never catches his ball off an actual route.
Mm-mm.
He has the laziest feet I ever seen, but outside of a tight end.
Mm. He was all right to a couple years ago, but now he's just collecting checks and jerseys.
Yeah, even when he was with the Cowboys, to me, I think because what was his name? Was it Galloway?
Yes, Galloway.
Galloway was such a threat at certain times with the speed that he was causing a double team and the safety to pull off the top. And then Amari Cooper was getting that little lazy ass slant ass shit, and he's big. You know what I'm saying? Yards after catch, he's gonna hurt you.
Yes.
But so the Browns, they did that, and also the Browns have Deontay Foreman that came from the Titans, and they do not run with him, and he's a monster.
I don't think the Browns they're gonna lose Foreman. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, they definitely gonna lose.
They're gonna definitely. Deshaun Watson might be his last year with the Browns. He's gonna end up going somewhere else because they're not performing for him whatsoever. They're not trying to help this guy at all.
He's gonna leave with a huge guaranteed check from the Browns, and he's gonna go to another team and get another check after a year. Because dude with the Texans made the Texans look like a superior team.
Mm-hmm.
Get him with a team. Send him to Tennessee. We'll take him.
Yeah,
we'll take him in Tennessee.
Shoot, send him to the Giants, man. I need him.
Hey, send him to the Giants and watch the difference. You know what I'm saying? That he'll make for the Giants. It's gonna be crazy. I don't even want him. Giants. Hell no, we need him. Gardner Minshew though, his game wasn't great, and so it lets me know defense because he was 14 to 24, 58%, 130 yards is all he had. So Deshaun Watson outplayed him.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin said send him to the Raiders. That's what I was just saying. Gardner Minshew, but what's up, Chris Blake? He was outplayed.
And yet they still lost.
And they still lost. So Marvin, if you want our evaluation of the Raiders, 1 through 10, 0 through 10, what do you give them on? Raul, what do you give the Raiders on their evaluation?
0 to 10. So far this season,
yeah,
a 4.
I agree. I was gonna say a 4. I agree. So Marvin, what's up, Neoma? Marvin, your team is a 4 out of 10. There's room for great improvement, but I think you're gonna end up negative 2,000 for season. You suck. Y'all suck.
I was gonna say negative 1980, but you went a little bit higher than me.
Now, this is one I wanted to talk about. The Steelers and the Colts. And how fast the Steelers fan base, I can't say primarily, but people instantly said bench Justin Fields when he carried this team today. They should have been blown out the water.
Yep.
This man he was 22 for 34 for 312 yards and a touchdown, 114 QBR. What more do they want from this man?
They want him to go perfect. They want him to go 12 for 12. Every receiver catcher. They want him to run for 300 yards. They want him to punt the ball. They want him to kick. They want him to be on the return team. That's how it is.
Chicago is the awful fan base, man. They put so much, and then not to mention he had 10 attempts for 55 yards with 2 touchdowns rushing. He was the offense by himself. 1 pass, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Hmm.
I don't know what else. And
They
Najee
want
Harris is a bust.
who's that?
The running back for the Pittsburgh. He's a bust.
Yeah.
Najee Harris. He was 13 rushes, 19 yards.
Mm-mm.
As long as it was 5 yards.
They got to get their backup in there.
Cordell Patterson was six attempts for 43 yards, 7 yards average. Why wouldn't you run Cordell Patterson? Najee Harris is not good. He's not good. I don't care. It's Alabama. He's not fucking good. He sucks.
Yep, this is in Alabama. This is the NFL.
And then you had Joe Flacco, 16 for 26, 168 yards. I guess Anthony Richardson got hurt.
Yeah, I think in the second quarter, I think he got hurt at the end of the first.
It probably was best for them because he's been stinking up the joint lately.
Yeah, OG came through. Joe Flacco.
Yeah, and Jonathan Taylor had 21 rushes for 88 yards, touchdown.
Okay, that's not bad.
Josh Downs, 82 yards, and Michael Pittman had 113 receivers. And
Not bad.
Pittman that guy anyway.
Yeah, he's that man.
Steelers fall to what, 3-1? I think the Colts go to 1-3.
That was their first win today?
I believe so. Well, don't quote me on that. It could be 2. It could be 2-4, but it's either 2-4 or 1-3 for sure.
Okay. I think it was their first win today. Wow.
I think exactly. No, they're 2-2. Colts are 2-2.
Okay.
Texans are 3-1. Titans are 0-3. Jags or 4. Pittsburgh 3-1. Ravens are 2-2. Bills are 3-1. Jets are 2-2. Chiefs are 4-0. Chargers 2-2. Broncos 2-2 and the Raiders 2. So that's AFC West is gonna be a tough division.
Oh yes, there's a lot of teams tied up right now.
So 49ers and Patriots. I'm not even worried. We're not even gonna touch base on the Patriots. Suck bad.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Chargers. Mahomes does what he does.
That's it.
I do want to touch on the Commanders. That boy Jayden Daniels is for real.
And he's a rookie, right?
He's a rookie. He threw. It was 26 of 30. He missed 4 passes the entire game. 86%.
He broke a record today for as a rookie. I think it was the passing yards. The first rookie ever to throw. Pass rating was 85%, something like that.
Shit, he was 104 QBR today, and his percentage was 86%.
That was the record he broke today as a rookie.
He missed 4 passes, 26 of 30.
And on top of that, they won the game.
That's absurd. He had 233 yards, touchdowns, and 1 interception. Brian Robinson Jr. had 21 carries, 101 yards. Jayden Daniels had 8 carries, 47 yards. Jeremy McNichols, 8 carries, 68 yards. So it was a group effort to decimate these people because nobody had over 100 yards receiving. When is the time for the Cardinals to give up on Kyler Murray?
Yesterday.
Oh, I think that's James Conner had 18 carries for 104 yards.
Yeah, they're done with that. They're done with that experiment. They need to change. They need to make a change now.
Kyler Murray don't run the ball anymore for some reason. I don't think he has the proper pieces around him to be successful. I think he needs to look for a new team.
Yeah, that experiment he has in Arizona is not working. It's time for a change of the guards now.
Yeah, it is. But Jayden Daniels is what Chicago thought Caleb Williams should be like coming out the gate. But I don't know what pick Jayden Daniels went. Like 4, 3, 4.
I think he's between 4 and 6.
Okay.
Wait. Caleb. I think he was fifth, sixth.
Okay, so somebody dropped the ball with that kid.
They didn't have no faith in him. I didn't know he was gonna be this good either.
I didn't. I knew he was gonna be good, but I didn't know if he was gonna be this good. But I just knew. For me, I'm not sold on Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams.
Mhm.
I'm just not sold on. Dude,
Mm.
could he end up being great? Possibly, but I'm not. Me personally, I'm not sold on that guy. I can't do it. I've tried everywhere to try to, go his way. I can't do it. But Jaden Daniels is gonna be an absolute stud. He's reminding me of CJ Stroud's year when he came first out. So it usually a sophomore year determine what you're gonna be in the NFL.
Well, Jaden Williams, he that quarterback has rookie of the year wrapped up already
Oh
anyway.
yes, it's over with. He won
It's
that.
over. He won it already. So
So definitely. And last but not least, the Bills and the Ravens. Woo, woo, woo.
that was the money game tonight, man. Lamar done proved this point. He proved this point tonight.
Uh,
He should be the face of the league up there with Mahomes.
yes, definitely. Josh, it proved another point for me. Josh Allen, even though he was in my top 5, I don't know why. He he dude is he can't. I don't know. It's
Not,
something about him. It's
not one touchdown thrown today.
no. He's just a gunslinger. 55%. He was 16 for 29.
Okay.
When he has bad games, he has bad games for real. He struggles. If they have a lead, he has a better chance. He is not good coming from behind at all.
Nah.
He folds very quickly. They couldn't get into their running game because they fell behind. He continued to throw careless balls. It was awful. Um, he don't use his receivers well enough. He don't even look at Valdez Scantling ever, ever, and he's always open in the corner of the end zone. He never throws it to him.
Josh Allen, like how you said, when the lead is out of proportion, he tries to do too much to get the game back into it.
Yeah,
You got to take it one play at a time. He's trying to go for these passes that it don't make no sense, and he's a good quarterback. He's not like some bum. He's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
quarterback.
Yep, yep. And thing about it is, Lamar Jackson beat him on 13 completions. He was 13. He only threw the ball 18 times.
Mm.
So he was 72%. 157 yards. He threw for 2 touchdowns.
No interceptions.
Hit no interceptions. His QBR was 144.
That was the highest tonight
The highest. It's probably the highest of the year, honestly.
so far. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Uh Justice Hill had 4 rushing attempts for 18 yards. I swear it seemed like he ran for so much more yardage. I'm not bullshit.
Who's this?
Justice Hill.
I
I
swear, yo,
I watched the game tonight. It looked like he ran for so much more.
like
But
at least a good 200.
but it was receiving. He was getting it in the backfield. He was tossing it to him backfield because he hit him for 78 yards receiving. 6
Mhm.
Uh, that damn Derrick Henry, man. 24 carries, 199 yards.
Put the crown on him.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say.
The first possession for the Ravens
87 yards.
was an 87-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry. 1 touchdown. He had 1 touchdown, 1 receiving touchdown as well.
Mm.
They are using Derrick Henry
The
right way. The Titans didn't even use Derrick Henry in the flap to throw it out to him. Lamar, and he would have had 3, but he fumbled.
Mm-hmm.
Fumbled on the 1, and Ricard recovered it. So they
Mhm.
touchdown, but he would have had 3. And man, dude is it safe to say that Derrick Henry is the LeBron James of the NFL?
Yes.
Because
Just put the crown on him, bro. Put
his
the crown.
durability, even when he had that surgery with his foot, he was out
Yeah.
6 games. They started the next season. Dude was like it never happened.
But that's the thing though. He off season he takes care of his body.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the LeBron James of the NFL.
Yeah.
His regimen and his work ethic, his training is just like how Brian puts his body through crazy shit in all season. It's
Mm.
strictly business.
Yep.
And Derrick Henry does the same thing. I think Derrick Henry is the first of all, I think he's probably the biggest running back in NFL history, probably. Could be a lineman. He's close.
He's right there. I think
I'm saying like
wasn't
height and weight, not just fat and short. You know what I'm saying?
wasn't Brandon Jacobs from the Giants a little bit bigger than him?
I don't think in height though. I think maybe weight.
The weight wise, but
Yeah,
not height-wise. Okay.
yeah. Derrick Henry, like what? What is he? 6'5", 250?
Yeah. I know he's 6'5". I didn't know his weight.
Yeah, 250.
250?
Huge.
Wow.
242. Huge.
And he moves like that? Oh my God.
That
Whew.
and I think that's what blows their mind because they had two safeties in the corner chasing him, and they couldn't catch him.
No.
That man, and Derrick Henry's in his what 30s.
Mid-30s.
That dude's a mon. He's a freak of nature. Adrian Peterson was a freak of nature too. Like his healing factor was like Wolverine. They should have named him Wolverine,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he could not. Derrick Henry has taken the most punishment I ever seen a running back take in NFL history in my life.
For what I've seen, yeah. Him and there was another running back. I forgot. This was years ago that he took punishment like Reggie Bush.
What team you talking about? Reggie Bush?
Yeah.
Reggie Bush took punishment, but he got hurt.
That was another thing. Yeah.
And like Derrick Henry, he does for the type of licks that he get when they stack dude should. You would think sometimes he ain't gonna get up. That motherfucker get up every time.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
He's like this.
Like, man, like I think he's gonna for me, and I'm a biased person. I'm a
Yeah.
Tennessee Titan fan, but Derrick Henry is even coming from Alabama. That's not my team. I'm a Maryland Terrapin.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry is my favorite running back of all time
Mm.
because we see him start off struggling.
That's tough to say. Yeah, there's a lot of great running backs, but that's tough.
Because I mean, he's not gonna sit there and juke inside the pocket. He's not gonna sit there and dance around with it. He's just saying, "Give me the fucking ball and get out of the way."
And he
Yeah.
runs right through you.
And his stiff arm is the greatest stiff arm ever.
The best
The-
stiff arm ever.
This is a poll from all NFL players.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had like 97% that Derrick Henry had the strongest stiff arm ever.
Mm. Mm.
And I think it was from old and new. Like they did a measurement on his stiff arm, and it was like the equivalent of get hit by a car doing 30 miles an hour or some crazy shit like that.
Chill.
That's ridiculous.
That boy's built like a brick.
Yeah, definitely. I think Lamar Jackson just need to keep playing this game. I think he's relieved that Derrick Henry is here and taking a lot of pressure off of him, which that's what they need. But I ultimately think it's going to come down to their coach.
Yeah.
Why are you doing a what is it called? Shit. Where they hold the ball before they hand it off to you. Almost like a hesitation.
It's not an audible. It's like a fake play, but they hold on to the ball and pass it off to the running back type stuff, right?
Yeah, it's not a hesitation, but a delayed handoff. There you go.
Okay.
Why are you doing delayed handoffs with Derrick Henry when you know he's a downhill runner? That's you allowing the defense a chance to get in the backfield, and he's not even started up running yet.
Nah. You
That
gotta hand the ball right off the rip.
hand
Let it
straight in
go.
his gut, straight in his gut.
That's it.
Or I don't even know why teams don't pitch it to him left to right flank as much. Let him go ahead and start in the I formation, building up his speed and pitch it to him.
Hmm.
I don't know
Forget.
why they don't do that. Because
It's
most of
the
the teams,
coach.
they don't want to tackle Derrick. They really don't want to tackle him.
It's the coach. That coach. He's different. You know what I'm saying? He's not really a traditional running back type of coach.
But it's hardball. You know, you had Gus Edwards and you had it was Gus and because they're in both of them are in Gus Edwards and what is his name? They're both in the Chargers right now. They're in with Chargers. It was the running back for hold on, I'll tell you. He was the running back for both of them teams in Baltimore. He was J.K. Dobbins. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
You had them, and you go to the Super Bowl and you don't run the ball. I mean, AFC Championship game, and you don't even run the ball when you was the number one running offense in the league. He does the dumbest shit at certain times, like just like how our coach used to do for Tennessee.
Not. My God, I was just about to mention his name. Jeff Fisher.
No, not Jeff Fisher. Our recent coach
Oh, the recent coach.
came
Oh my.
from New England. Defensive coordinator come from New England.
I can't look it up. It's on my phone.
I can't think his name right now, but he did the same thing. He had some of the craziest shit. Like it'll be 4th and 1 at the opponent's 20. He wouldn't go for it. But it'll be 4th and 1 at our 45 and he'll go for it. I'm like, what the and it would be a dish to the backfield. Like not a good handoff, but a dish to the backfield. I'm like, what the fuck?
The problem is that a lot of these coaches are sticking with their traditional formats. They never want to introduce something new to the players that are up and coming right now. It's always something traditional for them at all. Every play is traditional. I've noticed that.
That's what's costing. Because the game has evolved
And
drastically.
they're not trying to evolve at all. They're just trying to stick with the same handbook, the same methods, and instead of freestyling it or bringing something new that's going to benefit for the team, like a Derrick Henry on the Ravens, they want to go back to, hey, let's go back to page 56 and run this play because it benefits us, not Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's true. So I say this, and then we'll shut it down. I need your predictions for the year. Who's your right now? Who's leading the MVP race in the NFL?
MVP race in the NFL?
Yes. If there's the MVP race right now, who do you think is in like who you think is the give me your top three that would be running for MVP right now?
Number one for me would be Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Number two would be Holmes. Obviously, Mahomes. You have to, obviously, you
Yeah.
got to put
Yeah.
no choice on it. And number three, tough to say. I don't see a third. I don't see a third right now that's popping up into my mind.
Well, for me, it would be Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
Sam Darnold,
Mm.
Derrick Henry.
Oh, Derrick Henry.
That's what it'd be for me right now. And I think Lamar Jackson could be in there. I think he could be in there right now. But I think just because they lost us, he won't be seen like that.
Yeah.
But I think Sam Darnold is running right now, but he's running next. I think he's outplaying Mahomes anyway. He's outplaying everybody right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But
Sam Darnold look. I mean, Sam Darnold right now. He's he he definitely looks like he can give the other quarterbacks that I mentioned a run for their money.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It depends on how far he goes with the win streak he has with Minnesota and stuff like that. What are they 4-0, right?
yep.
And they're right there with Mahomes. Obviously, Mahomes is always gonna be. It's like LeBron. LeBron's always gonna be mentioned in MVP races. Mahomes is gonna be always be mentioned in MVP races.
Yep.
So you could never leave him out.
And me,
Lamar Jackson looks good because Derrick Henry's making him look good.
yep.
I should have mentioned Derrick Henry, but you know, I'm not a running back type of person. I've always been a quarterback type of
Yeah,
person.
he's not a running back, dude. They're not gonna get a running back. They're just do. But it is what it is. I just hope Derrick Henry get a damn Super Bowl. I'm glad he left our Titans because we was a falling organization. Even though I love my Titans, my
Mhm.
secondary team would be Baltimore because I want Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry to win the damn Super Bowl because they feel like he's too black to win, and I hope he fucking wins it.
Give me a prediction. Do you see the Baltimore Ravens making it to the Super Bowl this year?
I see the Baltimore Ravens win the Super Bowl this year
Tough.
simply because they picked up Derrick Henry and he's gonna slow it down and give the defense. Let's see, Baltimore Ravens always suffered on defense in the playoffs because those 3 and outs, they stop running the ball, and so they don't get the rest of their defense. Their defense get gashed.
Mm-hmm.
You got Derrick Henry. You're gonna have you have no choice but to feed the monster. He's gonna become in the playoffs. That run game is gonna be major, and he's gonna wear the opposing defense down.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna keep feeding it to him, and then you'll see Lamar Jackson become who he need to be.
Nice. Tough.
Who you got? Super Bowl? You
It's between the same two teams. It's gonna be the Chiefs or the Ravens. I see them winning the Super Bowl.
I think the Chiefs. If the Ravens get past the Chiefs, they win it. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna
Yeah. I think whoever if they meet up,
Yep.
whoever wins that game is winning the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Hands down.
I agree.
Hands down. Hands down.
It's you're gonna well, I'm gonna tell you what you end up with. This and then I'll leave it alone. But you're gonna end up with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady all over again. Patrick Mahomes is Tom Brady. He's gonna have the most championships. But Lamar Jackson is Peyton Manning. He's gonna be one of the all-time greats, but he's gonna get at least 2 championships. He's gonna
Yeah.
So
That's very true. Hit it right on the head.
Yep. So that concludes our show for the night. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to drag it. You know what I'm saying? We'll come in tomorrow. We'll do a post-game show on the Monday Night Football. Appreciate everybody tuning in to the sports circuit.
Yes, sir.
I'm your co-host, James Grumble, and also got Raul. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it real. I don't know. You want to say something to the people before we out of here?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, God, for giving us another beautiful day, another beautiful chat with this beautiful, amazing people out there watching us, and continue pouring in the support, man. And we're gonna give you the best shows out there, man. Oh God, you just ruined my
on the way out
statement, bro.
And if we said tonight, your team suck. If your team was one of you, they suck.
Any team that didn't win today, y'all suck. And if the Cowboys didn't play tonight, they suck too.
They suck too. Yeah. All right, man. I see you tomorrow for the post game show.